So for any of you who were wondering what tab looked like, ukulele tab, this is a brief explanation. So basically each line here represents a string, like G string, C string, E string, A string. And time passes across tab like this. So basically as you encounter an event on that string, you play this. And the number is basically the fret number. So in this instance you would play your A string at the 0th fret, and then the 1st fret, and then the 2nd fret, and then the 3rd fret. And the same would apply if it was on any of the other strings. If it was here, it'd be 0 string on the 0 fret on the E string. Or, yeah, you can imagine what they'd be like if they were there. Now, that brings up the question of, well, okay, that's playing one note at a time. That's what it would look like. But what if you were to play a chord? And if you were to play a chord, they would be stacked like this. The numbers on top of each other. So you're all familiar with a C chord and what a C chord would look like. A C chord in this instance will be 3rd fret on the A string, and then 0 frets on the E string, C string, and G string. And you can also look at a G chord. What that would look like as tab would be 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 2nd fret, 0 fret. And then another example would be your A, and you would have 0 fret, 0 fret, 1st fret, and 2nd fret. So that's what chords would look like as tab. Trying to think of other information that might catch you out. There's also the possibility of having to mute a string, and if you mute a string, it would look like that. There would be an X. Now, you could either mute that string or omit that string, so just not hit the string. Or you could use a spare finger to mute it, whichever suits. Trying to think of the others. Right, yeah, some people seem to think that the numbers reference the fingers and things like that. They could get confused. Nothing here is giving any kind of guide as to like what finger to use. That's not here. The only numbers being shown are referencing frets. So what string it happens on and what fret it happens on. Off the top of my head, that's all I can think about or think of. I suppose the other thing would be, how does it look like in relation to my uke? And the answer would be like that. So that's how the strings would be laid out. The top one here, the A string, is the top line on the tab. And likewise, 2nd would be the E, 3rd would be the C, and finally the 4th would be the G. Yeah, so it's kind of like if you sat it on your lap, it would be laid out like that. Hopefully that makes some sense. If you've got any questions, let me know, and I'll try to clarify. But that's all for now. Thanks a million, guys. Talk to you soon.